versus the gatekeepers of North America, names forged in flames. A brawl that will be won in the ages between the milliseconds. The age of Zen hangs in the balance. The ultimate versus vitality. Cue the fireworks.
Team Vitality and the Ultimates are desperate to escape the shadows of the #1 teams in their region. Stumpy, as we enter Game 1, brought to you by Progressive, a series win here will be a huge step forwards in that.
You manage to sneak your way through past quarterfinals. You avoid both Karmine Corp and NRG to get there, and you then end up over in those semis. 2 more series wins that you can look forward to, and you take home the trophy. This is the first step, however. And Vitality, I think we're looking at them as coming from ultimately a stronger region and looking to be ultimately a better team than the Ultimates.
I don't think the Ultimates would agree with that statement, so we will see what these up to 7 games have to say about that one. Team Vitality, though, they were put together to win World Championships and nothing less. Zen looking for his 2nd, Monkey Moon his 3rd World's title. Exotic as well. I mean, these players want to win it all.
They've also got history with each other. Bates mentioned it earlier on, that first killer did take down, as part of FaZe, the BDS team with Monkey Moon on it. What he neglected to mention is that it was a perfect sweep on LAN over in LA Major.
Ouch.
21-22. An absolute brutalizing.
Now, most players, I'd say the revenge isn't there, but Monkey Moon, he's like, hey, you beat me 4 years ago, badly. I want to destroy you.
And I know that I won that World Championship.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Don't care. That's what sticks in my mind. There's going to be the pressure coming in favour of the Ultimates, going central. Chronic trying to bump his way through 3 fantastic players. Then takes over for Monkey Moon. With a 0 boost, can't get too much further. Does send first go to the scrapyard. First shot on target is going to be for Exotic.
Oh, Monkey Moon was almost following in there from Team Vitality, but the Ultimates survive for now. First killer gets it back forward towards Team Vitality. The Ultimates coming off the back of that huge 3-0 against Team Falcons. A big upset and a huge performance from the Americans. As Exotic comes in, though, could open the scoring, but LJ saves.
And LJ, whenever he does compete at these lands, even if his team doesn't do that well, you know, he's finishing 5th, 6th, whatever it ends up being, the work ethic he puts in and the quality he puts up, puts him in the top 5 of players almost every single time. One of the best players we have in the game currently. His LAN performances, along with his team's LAN finishes, I suppose, they haven't quite reflected the quality that he's been putting up. It's going to be a miss from him and a good chance for Vitality to move forward.
Well, it was first killer against Exotic back when he played for Karmine Corp that had that almighty whiff in Game 6 in the Grand Finals.
Yeah, on Neo Tokyo, first killer smashed it into the ceiling. They end up scoring, they get the title.
So far in this one, though, it's pretty tense. Monkey Moon gets a big 50. Exotic's already up. He's going to the side. Chronic should be able to get a couple of touches here. Zen, though, steams in there for the shot. Zen, who has been supreme mechanically so far for Team Vitality this season, shifted his focus slightly at this event.
Yeah, he's been pushing his way towards demos more often, a little bit more off-ball play typically. He's got just over 1 demo per game. Instead, this time, he was rocking just over 2.5. Oh, LJ shooting a smidge wide of targets, then has to go up onto the backboard, does position nicely, and absolutely slangs it back into the Ultimate's half.
Yeah, LJ had to get that one on target. When you're up against Team Vitality, playing as cleanly as they are at the moment, you can't be missing free opportunities. This could be another, depending on LJ's next touch. He's following this one up. Exotic booms it, Zen redirects it back towards the goal, but first killer had seen that one coming, so was able to get there. Chronic sends this one out wide. Which of these 2 teams will be the first to make a statement in this series? In a series, it'll be a statement on the worldwide stage.
Good shot, opposite corner. LJ can take it away, leaves it over towards Chronic. Used a lot of boost to catch up with that heavy first touch. Zen now taking it into the corner, 100 boost pick up from him. Good chance for a 2v1. Zen keeps it low, first killer, intelligent challenge, but managed to keep that one away just for a second, and LJ can dive in. A lot of faking plays so far, but the first man tries to fake just a little bit of time, then the second comes in and booms it instead. Exotic can't quite carry it around 2.
So far, neither team has been able to really keep the ball in opposition territory. It's taking turns going solo, looking for one pass and having to head back to defense, but maybe Zen has opened them up now. This is what they needed. Big save from first killer. It's up towards LJ, so now the Ultimates can send it back to blue half until Monkey Moon is up, and surely scores. And there it is.
Just under a minute left. And finally, a goal is scored. A very even game so far. Monkey Moon, air roll who? His first killer gets tripped up on his way to saving it. Wouldn't have got there regardless. And Vitality, first blood goes their way.
He looks first clear in the eyes and says, no perfect sweep this time, mate.
Haha, I remember it, not just the casters.
Monkey Moon to the side. Exotic calls Zen out the way. Exotic there, a major winner and a world championship winner himself. Player who's done it all. Started this season fairly slowly for Team Vitality, but in this event, he's been looking back to his best self. Here is Chronic, though, for the Ultimates. 35 seconds left. The Ultimates have to get the ball rolling soon, but it's Exotic who has the ball. Chronic goes up early. This is a tough read for Chronic, and he's left reversing on his own backboard. Exotic tries to steamroll it in, but it's saved.
Final 30 as Exotic's now going to track back. Monkey Moon flicks high, nobody's there for Vitality. So Chronic in the back line can send it long straight to first killer. Zen sees that play come from a mile away, does keep it down. LJ himself manages to beat two. Now central, Exotic can pinch it away. Final 10. First killer in that corner. Nice 50s. Ultimates need something. Who's up first? It will be Exotic. Takes it round himself, whips it round another. Taps it onto the ceiling, straight back down. Vitality take game number 1 against North America's second.
And at the end there, it was Exotic who just pulled the ball away from the Ultimates at the last second when it seemed like they were set to set one more trap. Exotic, such an intelligent player, one of those players who makes things look fairly effortless on the pitch.
I love also for Team Vitality, they've all got equipped different World Championship titles. Monkey Moon rocking a 2-time World Champ, Exotic 2024 World Champ, and Zen 22-23 World Champ. That is an unbelievable level of flexing in their titles.
And it was Monkey Moon that scored the goal that was the difference between these two teams. It's the first game we expected. There wasn't too much between them, but it's just one opportunity that was taken. And I'll tell you what as well. I mean, we saw it in the opening day, I believe it was, against Twisted Minds, where Zen was really getting into it. There's an edge to him in this event.
There is. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's almost like it's his sort of like dark comic book era, where he's, you know, turned that page, he's become a lot grittier. And if you look at the way that he plays this game, he is so like laser focused. Monkey Moon, I said it in the green room, he looks like he's playing like on a beach in the Bahamas. He's laid back, controller on desk, just like, I guess I'll win another world championship, whatever. Zen is so locked in, like a German shepherd with his eyes on a bad guy. And we're seeing the Ultimates get nipped by him just a couple of times. But it's Vitality wanting to keep fighting through and Ultimates to recover. There was only one goal in it. That is not bad at all.
Yeah, the Ultimates will feel that they would have had opportunities in that game. The passes didn't quite go their way. Defensively, they've been pretty solid, though. They've not been overawed by Team Vitality in any way. As LJ goes up against Exotic. First killer, they have to get him on the ball. LJ, mechanically their star man. He's the one, to me, that they need to get some possession. And they get it to him. For now, Chronic just looks completely isolated. I was talking about LJ, but he was still stuck on the Vitality end.
He was pretty alone there. Chronic has to rotate back to net as first killer takes the ball from him. Zen can then take control. Monkey Moon, Zen, and Exotic all existing within the same half postcode, it felt like. And they managed to get goal number 1 a lot quicker than their first one in game 1.
Yeah, not a good sign for the Ultimates, that goal, just because it was so simple for Team Vitality. They suddenly found themselves in that 3v1. Monkey Moon tries to make it happen again. He gets a couple of touches as far as Zen. Exotic can keep the attack up. We didn't see too much sustained pressure in the first, but already in game 2, we're seeing plenty of it from the team in blue. Monkey Moon, he's up in the air. Zen's down there. That one's almost going to be good enough from Monkey Moon, but Exotic can keep that one going. Monkey Moon maybe goes for a doink. No, instead backflips it towards the net. Zen's there as well. Monkey Moon calls of Exotic. Look at the pace of the monkey on their back.
Sent high from the initial shot as well. It's a lovely touch there, and the reflexes from Zen to immediately keep that one central. Monkey Moon, as you say, calling off Exotic. I mean, you look at these two teams, how they got to this point as well. The strength of schedule, I think, very similar. Vitality, they had to go through Twisted Minds, Furia, then NRG, beating all three of them, going 3-0, utterly unbeaten in the Swiss. A lovely reset from first killer. This kind of plays did let them beat the Falcons to get through in 4, nearly a couple of chances. But both of them did ultimately earn their way through here. Nothing Mickey about it.
Yeah, but it's just not quite fallen there for the Ultimates. LJ, he got the musty flick onto the post. LJ, who was already at his best ever performance at a major or world. Guaranteed top 6. Beats the top 8 that he's got before. Monkey Moon, though, steams in for Team Vitality. There's his teammate. And look at that pace. It is utterly ridiculous.
That is what we call in here in Old Blighty, a bish, a bash, and a bosh.
And a bosh.
Finishes it off, Monkey Moon. All the threes up top. Ultimate's the only number up there lacking. And they need to fix that because this game has really run away from them.
It has, and it happens incredibly fast. against Team Vitality. Instead of taking it out of there, and a well-timed demo as well. Team Vitality looking balanced. The decision-making is perfect right now. A Monkey Moon team, they can overdo the pace, they can overdo how close they are to each other, but when they get it right, they're almost impossible to defend because everywhere you look, everywhere you turn, there's another player coming back in. You don't get a split second on the ball.
Chronic thought he had time here too. Exotic tries to fly across, makes it awkward. Chronic jumps, then flies, gets the touch, but as he lands, Zen is already there. Full tanker boost, he had to use just a whisper of it. And Ultimate, they're yet to score after, that was 7 minutes of gameplay.
They also just haven't dealt with this ball over the top of their heads. Every time it goes high above their goal, they are stranded on their goal line.
2 minutes elapsed. Then going central, finds a pre-jumping Exotic. My word, man. Get to boost him down a little bit. First killer, shoots it high, and somehow Monkey Moon keeps it out.
Monkey Moon having his cleanest game of this tournament so far. Not just the finishing, but the saves as well. Doing everything right for his team. Ultimates have to take heart at the opportunity. And there is still time for a comeback. 4 goals can happen with still more than half the game to go. They need this one from Chronic though to go in first because they're waiting for him, and now he's no longer there waiting for him. He was waiting too long and he was removed.
Huge demo, keeping this still to that 4 goals. Escalate 50 ends up coming low with it. Exotic called in to have that sideways momentum instead of Monkey Moon in the net. Would have potentially been forced its way through. Monkey Moon now taking it low. Exotic faking. This is a lot of pressure in favor of Ultimates. No one able to get the ball quite central for that finishing blow.
Oh, Zen gets that one, the double tap on the floor. Oh, nearly there from the pinch. LJ, he just lofts it high. The Ultimate's happy to get the ball out of in front of their goal, but that's awkward. Exotic will get the next touch. Would assume that Zen meant that one, with Exotic right behind him, but I think it bounced one a bit further than he perhaps anticipated. Exotic this time keep control of it.
Fake.
Time is disappearing, and Team Vitality, the game management is excellent right now.
Great fake 2 from Exotic. They're just keeping the Ultimates guessing. Nobody knows what the next move is going to be. Another pinch, then sends a little bit too much on that. Tin of beans was a little bit too much. Zen, a half boost, or rather picks up the midway boost. Exotic straight towards that backboard, a heavy touch, but no one from Ultimate's taking advantage.
Yeah, the Ultimates just aren't anticipating Team Vitality making any mistakes right now. It seems in this game at least, the sense of giving up is there from them. LJ knocks it as far as he can. Zen to the ceiling, follows it up himself, misses. That does allowing Chronic. What can he do? The former Major winner. Zen booms it long, not so much so far for the Ultimates. LJ's almost there. Exotic, though, he comes away with this one cleanly, and it's, again, another aerial opportunity for a Team Vitality player. The Ultimate's not quick enough, not decisive enough.
Well, Zen trying to go for a sidewall redirect. They've definitely been in vogue in this season.
Oh, yeah.
Seen a good few. If there's a top plays at the end of any of our broadcasts, it will normally have a sidewall redirect. They're still very impressive. Then a ring set. Not getting near the ball, so LJ's going to pick it up. Final 30. Ultimates almost at 10 minutes of game time and 0 goals.
Yeah, often we say at this point in a game, 4-0 down with 25 seconds left, you start to think about the next one, but the Ultimates need a goal. They are still sans scoring, and you do not want to go into game 3 off the back of conceding 6 in a row across 2 games.
Exotic sees that top postage stamp ready to go. Gives it express delivery, as does Zen on first killer in the middle of the net. 20 seconds, Vitality. Game number 2, incredibly decisive.
What I want to say about Team Vitality as well is that they are dealing currently with the weight of expectation. When they came together and they were immediately power ranked as #1, maybe that did, shock them a little bit. Maybe the fact that they lost to Carmine Corp in the offseason started to get in their heads, but this is the first event I can remember where they are playing like the top dogs. They are playing like they're enjoying their Rocket League. They are playing like this major could very well be theirs, but it can change in a heartbeat. For now, though, it's Team Vitality looking supreme.
Incredibly clinical. Clean, no notes. Zen, an almost 1,000-point game. Chilling on 840 points at the end of that. Everybody involved across the board. And many a donut for the Ultimates. We spoke about the strength of schedule just real quick.
Yeah.
And Vitality, they took down 2 regional leaders. They took down NRG, the team that has been humbling the Ultimates pretty much every single time, apart from the most recent Open Qualifier. 3-1. They took down Furia 3-0. They lost a game between taking down the kings of 2 regions. And now they're looking at, they've got their sights set on the #2 as the #2 themselves.
The Ultimates have taken an early timeout. 2 games down. Team Vitality are now going to have to wait for that extra 60 seconds as the Ultimates turn and talk things through. For me, it's tough to say mainly defensively because they haven't scored, but I think their defenses look so awkward.
I mean, certainly it doesn't look awkward as any of the players. They're smiling and laughing. I think someone told a joke, on Vitality. Cassio was smiling. They got the double thumbs up from Exotic chilling in the middle. No, they're playing with the no pressure. I imagine the face cams of Ultimate's going to look a little bit more tense. Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit more. There's certainly some nerves jangling there, and you can see there in the suit, Sad Jr., who always dresses for the occasion, looks stunning as ever, can I just say.
Very dapper. The red Ultimates tie as well, you got to love it.
But this is where he earns his wages. Moments like this one, where his team need him. They need a leader. There's not much leadership out there right now for the Ultimates.
They do look messy. They don't look like there's much cohesion at all, especially in defense. Chronic, bless him, has been left alone a couple of times. Maybe he's, not given the right comms, whatever it is. There's a good few times where you think that he's going to be able to get a save away, that he shouldn't be the only one left back, and all of a sudden he's got a Monkey Moon as in, already jumping on top of him. Lots and lots of things to talk about for the Ultimates. But ultimately, everything is said on the pitch. And Vitality, they have been screaming their mantra.
I've not seen Team Vitality looking this comfortable, even online. Even when they're at their team arena or whatever it might be, or even playing at home, at no point have they looked this natural on the pitch. And to do that now, Atlan takes a special team, takes a very special trio. They might already have 1 goal. It's a double tap from Zed! See you later, tactical timeout, Bob!
6 seconds in, immediately a misplay from LJ. Zed, the speed of which he responds to that. A pass that he didn't even know was coming, and he still gets to it, doubles it down. The first nail meets the coffin.
Oh man, Vitality steamrolling them right now. Exotic wants to get involved in the action. Chronic closes him down well. The Ultimates need to just shake that goal off. Yet another goal goes against them, the 7th in a row. 7 Monkey Moon in front of him. Could make it 8. He gets the pass to the side and said it's over the top. LJ in his own backboard. The Ultimates, they need an ugly goal. They need a nothing goal. They need to break free for a start, though.
There's almost an ugly goal in favour of Vitality, just pinching awkwardly. A lovely redirect. That
well done.
Is going to be one. And Chronic, a beautiful skimmer.
Yeah, well done, Chronic. Lovely first touch. Solid second as well. Exotic and Monkey Moon were attempting the pincer attack, but it went straight through them to
That's
attack the hearts. It is what's needed. Yeah, a little bit of individual quality. Now the Ultimates have to follow it up.
Almost 11 minutes it took. But they get one. It will not be perfect. Monkey Moon says, we'll not get you back today, first killer.
Here is Chronic. He's got Monkey Moon in front of him. Monkey Moon has to be careful. Chronic got more power on that one than I think he anticipated. And there is the demo. The Ultimates, the temptation for them now would be to rush at everything, try and get a second goal. They have to remain patient. Still 4 minutes in this third game.
They have to remain patient, but they also do need to put pressure on Vitality. Because so far they've absorbed a lot of pressure. Issue is in game 2, they then let 5 goals in off the back of that pressure.
Doesn't help.
Really does not help. A good shot from Chronic. Goes top corner again. LJ squeaks it past. And they've given Vitality something to think about.
This is the team that stopped NRG's grand final streak over in North America. A team that, when it's up against them, find something. It was Chronic that started it. And now LJ gets involved in the act. And if he can come online, the Ultimates have every chance of coming back into this one. His first killer, though. LJ's in the center next to him. First killer tries to go himself past Exotic. LJ's turn goes for that skimmer. Monkey Moon comes back down the other end. It's all Chronic, all alone yet again. The Ultimates have to be careful of that, but Chronic did well enough that time, despite having 3 Vitality players coming up against him. That's an interesting shot there from Monkey Moon. Team Vitality trying to get back this initiative straight away.
Exotic enough floating a little bit awkwardly, but does draw a couple of defenders in. Monkey Moon now following up on that challenge. Now finally, Vitality, they're the ones chasing. They've not felt this at all, not even the amount of pressure the Ultimates putting on have they felt in this series, let alone the goals they've converted. And a lovely 1-2 over the top. Zen has no boost to challenge FK on the backboard.
First killer, Monkey Moon's beneath him. LJ takes out Monkey Moon, is probably going all the way in. It is! Via LJ, he gets another tap in, it's 3!
You don't need to always attack the ball, and LJ sees Monkey Moon looking so open, ready to be demoed. He takes him out, and LJ gets the demo, gets the goal, and the third for Ultimate. So you know what, Cole? After being scored on in 6 seconds, they brought back 3. I think the timeout buff may well be back.
I was going to say, if anyone questions their mentality, this is proof that it's still up there. Zen almost gets it over the top of the Ultimate's defense. Exotic, he tries to get Vitality back in it. Not quite good enough there. The 3 Ultimate's defenders managed to smuggle the ball away. Exotic, though, is watching his teammate Monkey Moon taking out first clear on the goal line, knows that that clears a lot of space, then tries to flick it over the top, no, instead go underneath Chronic. Great attacking play from Team Vitality, but well defended from the Ultimates. Now it's Chronic down the other end, Exotic. All-important touch, that was not an easy read.
It's a lovely idea from Chronic there. Just go for the backboard with as much speed as he can. Monkey Moon leaves that playing somewhat passive, differently to how they were playing in games 1 and 2. Game 2 especially, this is a very different looking Vitality, because they're up a completely completely unique looking Ultimates.
Zen wants to get past Chronic and does. Monkey Moon, oh, he's got the left side of LJ. Should have gone the right side. First killer might not have been able to get back in time.
Tried to send it right behind him, but in front would have been potentially a better idea. Under 2 minutes now, Monkey Moon shot on. First killer helps out LJ, who did miss the initial save. Chronic bumped away from it. Zen does not get bumped away from this. Up in the air, Exotic now harassing LJ, and again, called into action. The Ultimates have got the backs of all of their teammates so far, and it's so impressive to see.
Yeah, big block from Chronic again. He's definitely stepped up in this game. LJ has to get this save cleanly. He does. Good power on it. Monkey Moon tracking LJ's touch. He and Exotic get in each other's way. It's a disaster for Team Vitality defensively. Then Chronic does the same. He gets sidestepped by the demo explosion. Zen's turn now. No angle for it. First killer smashes it forwards. LJ helps him out. LJ on a hat trick right now. All from good positional play. Team Vitality need 2 just to force overtime.
Great clear from FK. Gives Exotic control of the ball. That bounce is not what he wanted whatsoever. Anybody up to meet Chronic? No, on the backboard. Monkey Moon has to wait. Boost low across the board for Vitality, and Ultimate's completely full. Aren't able to convert off that play. Now this is a lot of time for Vitality to pick up a couple of boosts. Monkey Moon does do so. And Zen is also called into action. With 40 seconds left, 2 goals are not impossible, but Ultimates are making it exceptionally hard.
Yeah, I like what I've seen from the Ultimates as well. They got their goals, they got their rewards, and since then they've slowed things down, stepped back just that tiny percent. Made sure they're not giving Team Vitality anything. Showing some solid game management here. With 20 seconds left, it does seem like that's Team Vitality's fight done in this game. It's a hat-trick from LJ, and it's smart play for all.
It's a great pass through as well from Chronic. Sends it just sensibly in the center, because everybody on Vitality is headed off to the wings. 3 cleared, 20 seconds. Easily calling this game. The Ultimates, the turnaround after their timeout. Stunning idea from their coach.
Yeah, I must say, it can't just have been me that when Zen scored 6 seconds into this one after they'd taken their timeout, I was fearing the worst. I was fearing collapse. I was fearing Team Vitality just running away with it, continuing to, you know, enjoy themselves a lot more than they normally would. A top 6 major matchup. But the Ultimates did not let that happen. They take a deserved Game 3. And Team Vitality now have a little bit of thinking to do.
The arena lights up red for them, and Vitality, we're not hearing any whisper of a timeout. Normally you wait until there's been 2 losses or so. But a different Ultimates call emerged onto the pitch this game.
Yeah, Team Vitality will be telling themselves that that one just got away from them. You know, you can see the first one, and then after that, I mean, when you have a player against you getting 614 points and a hat-trick like LJ, sometimes it's going to happen. The 50-50 game went against them. The challenges weren't quite right, and Ultimates quality in each of those categories. And this is where it started. The inspirational double tap there from Chronic.
So good.
Lovely.
Then continued by first killer, pushing down on that play, and LJ, the man on the ground, boots on the ground, demoing Monkey Moon. They've got a lot of composure as well when they score. They're not going crazy. They're like, nice, this is what we should be doing.
That's the word for Ultimates, should. Are they doing what they should be doing? They have got first killer, a player who, as you mentioned earlier, has been knocking on the door of major and world championships for seasons now. He's won countless events in North America. He's reached late stages in these sorts of events on so many occasions. He should have won one by now. but he has to just keep on trying and think eventually he will. LJ, North America is, in my opinion, one of their best players last season.
Yeah.
He should be reaching these stages and events. And Chronic, he's won majors himself. All three of these players have serious talent, and they should be pushing Vitality all the way. Can they keep doing it?
Vitality, that European wonder team, there's no should about them. They're world champions, they're major champions. They are 2 times of themselves. And yeah, Ultimates absolutely had the better of them last game. Chance for them to turn around here in the Coliseum. Drop down from Chronic, no one there. Exotic takes a high and looping above LJ. A lot of boost used though. The first kill, I think, could be as the next man.
Monkey Moon a little bit optimistic there. Exotic had no boost left, and Monkey Moon was playing as if he had the edgeable bump guaranteed. That was really risky. Now down the other end, Chronic get the pancake. LJ's trying to finish it off, but the flip isn't quite there. It's the first sort of dodgy pancake that no one wants.
Ah, yeah, you don't want that one. Give it to the dog, that's what I normally do.
LJ in the corner. Gets it going again to the ceiling with him. First is in the center. This could be brilliant. He shoots. Oh, it's just wide. First turns it into a double tap. Is anybody on the same wavelength? Not quite, but the Ultimates continue to be here to play.
What a sign of confidence as well. Trying to musty just to get the assist against Vitality. First shying away to try and lure one defender in, but that defender never came. Then now to the ceiling. No boost, so he's going to have to fall wherever he can. Exotic for the double. And tell you what, Cole, the difference maker is that backboard is now so much better covered. How many goals did Vitality get from that backboard in the first couple of games? It was at least 3, I feel like. And they are game changers. And Ultimates, they've got rounds where they think, all right, fine, we'll defend the backboard. You're still going to be hitting it there. Vitality, I trust them to now mix up their play.
There you go.
Monkey Moon can't get to it before Chronic. But yeah, the backboard, a lot less of an easy target than before.
Yeah, you're right, though. Playing in that area in front of the goal now, Team Vitality looking for infield passes. If you defend the backboard, you leave that space open. Vitality will identify that themselves. Zen knocks it to the backboard this time, tries to keep them on their toes. Monkey Moon attempts to steal that boost from LJ. But I think LJ got it. Exotic does have Zen in the center. Zen goes for the quick fire shot, but Chronic, again, another big save.
Ooh. It's aggressive, but Exotic is able to get back off Monkey Moon's initial challenge. One chance as Monkey Moon lands. One gets rid of him, first killer. Chronic left wall. The immediate dive in from Zen, and LJ eclipsed by the ball, but is present, can keep that runaway ball away.
Let's clear into the center. LJ clears the path for him. So now what can First Killer do? Get a clean 50 towards LJ. He finds First Killer. Lovely interplay here from the Ultimates. Chronic, he's got a clean shot. Zen takes out the other player, but there's First Killer. Ultimates keep it running. Get a lead halfway through game 4.
Chronic, fella, you literally have to score that first time.
What's boss?
So thankful that First Killer's there. Zen got a demo, that slows him down, but my word. It's not an effect, when they get the goal, whatever. But if you hit the crossbar again on an open net, you may well live to regret it. Ultimates, they still lead regardless.
They'll be very grateful First Killer turned that one into a pass. Exotic up against Zen. Vitality finding themselves behind yet again. And I'll tell you what, if they lose this one, they will call a tactical timeout pretty darn speedily. Zen is trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Gets the bump. Monkey Moon wasn't as optimistic that time. Maybe once bitten, twice shy from earlier. Zen has a pass towards Exotic if he can find him. Exotic, he's there. He takes the shot. It's almost over First Killer. Couldn't quite connect, could Exotic. Zen over the top this time. Team Vitality having chances. Demo sweeping the way again. Exotic, he knocks it down, but it's saved.
And Zen going for those demos now, more than he does normally in the online play. They're getting over 2.5 per game. When we look towards this LAN, that's in what's got them the 3-0 so far. That may well be the new plan going forward.
Exotic is going to wait for this one. No, Monkey Moon gets it towards him instead. Zen's to his right. Can he find him? Not this time. The Ultimates continue to defend deep and continue to defend well. Communication has been flawless so far in this game, and that's a great 50-50. First Killer has the flip reset. Needs to keep it down, does he? No, he does, because LJ's coming in. But that clearance sends it all the way back over Chronic's head. Monkey Moon knocks it down. Exotic and Zen combine! Almost in.
Trying to not actually attempt that pinch, but nearly getting it. Just a double commit. Now Chronic's to the ceiling, a reset, a chance, finds LJ on the side instead. Zen wants to dive in first. First Killer, no one to take that ball to, and an exceptionally heavy touch. So they give control over to Vitality. The Ultimates 1 minute away from turning around their fortunes.
Nice pop though from Monkey Moon. Chronic read it. First Killer is waiting. All these mini seconds that the Ultimates are stealing can combine to add up to some time taken off the clock. First Killer back down past Exotic. Great play from First Killer. Gets past one. LJ again trying to go for the bump, making sure he's there for the pass. But suddenly LJ finds himself all the way back. Team Vitality trying to build one more piece of pressure. Zen doinks it, hopefully towards Monkey Moon, not quite as far as he's concerned, and Chronic takes away of a couple of touches. What a series Chronic is having.
Such long touches from everybody on ultimates too. They're making sure this ball goes far, make sure it's lofting so it's awkward to get anything from it, but we've seen that Zen touch that he is able to whisper it, but they is able to conjure up rather. A bump is going to leave it open for Chronic. He's going to score that open net, and he is going to close out game at number 4. 2-all in the series, and Vitality, they've got to have words, because the Ultimates, they have come out swinging.
Yeah, I mean, they will almost certainly call a tactical timeout after this one, but as for the Ultimates, this is the version of them that 3-0'd Falcons not 24 hours ago. They completely suppressed Falcons' attack, and now in these last couple of games, they've been doing the same to Team Vitality. The Ultimates are looking very dangerous indeed. And the semi-finals now is within their grasp.
If you win this, bear in mind you go straight through into those semi-finals. If you don't, then you are going to be playing against Furia. It's going to be tough regardless, but my word, you don't want to be going down into one of those rounds that you don't need to go down into. And Ultimates, they have changed their fate after their timeout. Can Vitality, as they call theirs.
A minute to figure out what on earth has changed as far as Team Vitality are concerned. To me, it's rushing things a little bit more. As we said earlier, Team Vitality, when this series started, they were so balanced. They weren't overcommitting, they weren't rushing, they weren't forcing the issue. Since then, in my opinion, they've got a little bit chasey. You know, it's a Monkey Moon-esque performance where the ball goes over your head, and instead of having a teammate there expecting the loss of the 50, you've got teammates that are expecting you to win that 50, and they're playing in front, they're playing to the sides. It can backfire, and the Ultimates have scored goals against it. They've scored open nets, rolling back to the Team Vitality half because of it.
And the Ultimates, they passed over that tray of donuts that they had in games 1 and 2, over towards the Vitality scoreboard. Only Zen getting over 300 points, the other two on 148 and 122.
Oh.
They were completely shut down, and Vitality, that's not where they excel. They can't, you can't get game wins if you are playing that messy style. They need to play with a lot more cohesion, and they need to make sure that they aren't letting the Ultimates just run ragged around them. That's happened so far. You know, even on defense, the Ultimates, they look so messy in games 1 and 2, and it has changed, but nothing on Vitality's side has.
Well, the Bees will certainly be hoping they can swarm all over the Ultimates in these last couple of games. They're not buzzing at the moment, mate. They're not at the moment, they're nervous.
Nervous Bees buzz. They go, oh.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. You've got me there, you've got me there.
That's the Ultimates degree coming into use.
The Ultimates now are the ones who are smiling. They've definitely relaxed into those chairs in the last couple of games. And they've been dealing with the Team Vitality attack so well.
Yeah, exceptionally well. I feel like they're still sitting back a little bit, but just the way that they're actually dealing with the attacks feels like they've got a lot more shape to them. Before, we were having a go at, you know, LJ and First Killer for leaving Chronic alone so frequently. I think now we're seeing one player, yeah, maybe look a little bit awkward, but then one of the others dives in and completely takes control of the situation and gets rid of that threat rather than rotating around behind. They come from the blind spot. Can take a Vitality by surprise. Zen dropping that one down. It's going to be wide. Monkey Moon not with enough boost to actually get anything on that ball on the second attempt round.
Yeah, rare to see Zen hit that one wide, and now First goes down the other end. Oh, what a counter that is for the Ultimates! They keep the momentum firmly in their half. A shake of the head from Monkey Moon is getting away from Vitality.
And LJ again getting the bump on one of the final guys so that First Killer or Chronic can just go through and score.
There was none of this for the Ultimates in the first couple, but now they are looking like the more composed, superior team. The ones who have a sense of how to win this series. A reminder, Team Vitality have just taken their tactical timeout. There are no more chances to stop. You have to just keep on charging forward. Zen does that with a backboard hit. Exotic's turning round, cues that one up. Is there anyone arriving for Team Vitality? Not this time, they're just waiting for First Killer's touch. Vitality will be grateful for having some time in orange territory. First Killer, though, to as far as he can. Team Vitality have stepped up since going behind. In fact, it was a counter-attack from the Ultimates that put them in this situation. That might be the equalizer, but Zen, oh, it's just not falling for them.
A couple of feet away, Zen didn't anticipate that ball would fall so perfectly right in front of the net. Now Zen with a little bit of boost. get the flip reset of round one. A beautiful flip reset.
It's wide, though.
Just wide of target again.
Zen was stretching every last ounce of boost, and now the ultimates look to counter again. LJ onto the back wall. Chronic keeps it on the back wall. LJ gets the pass out wide, but it's too wide as far as Chronic's concerned.
Good pass back.
It was a nice decision to go back to First Killer, who takes it to the ceiling. End-to-end stuff right now for First Killer. Gets a reset. No, he doesn't quite do it. Monkey Moon knew that he wouldn't. Chronic to the backboard. Chronic can't make it too. Here he can't, though. LJ, his turn. Monkey Moon on the backboard. The ball sideways to him. The last place you want it to be. Team Vitality relieved to only be one down.
It's a good 50 to keep Zen and that ball towards that back corner. A lot harder to try and actually get a goal from that position. We approach 2 minutes gone, and the Ultimates are still with that 1-0 lead. First Killer keeping the ball in play in the blue half. Another bump. Exotic, a long shot. The Chronic, the rotation round will save them this time.
Team Vitality, they're taking their own bite of the cherry now, though. It's Zen again. LJ, look at that backboard cover. Zen has been targeting above the Ultimates goal. And the Ultimates, they're starting to see it coming. Maybe Zen needs to keep it closer to his car, try and force the aerial 50. That's the sort of play that Monkey Moon loves to follow up as well normally, so it surely can work for Vitality. Exotic towards Zen, that's what I was talking about. Zen almost gets the tip.
But Zen's still in position there to actually get something going. Instead, this time round, the Ultimates, they have a defender that's reading the plays a lot better. Monkey Moon with one, with two, goes up high. Finally towards the backboard is Chronic. They're keeping this ball in play again. We've seen Ultimates do this. They swarm, they didn't get a goal. Can Vitality do the opposite? It's going to bounce slowly. It's going to be forced through. And Exotic ends the drought.
It's chaos on the Ultimates goal line. Zen fakes out everybody. Monkey Moon took out the other two. Chronic and First Killer then lose the race to Exotic. All three Team Vitality players involved with very specific roles there. They do get their equalizer, and that goal was a long time coming.
It was also very messy. It relied on a couple of things to fall their way. Lovely catch from Zen onto the reset, the 50, not quite there. Chronic will be challenging him relatively early, and if he even doesn't get it, you know, he's still going to be able to get something, get one of his defenders on it. A lovely doink to be setting up the 1, the 2, and another block. The last second defense from Ultimates is setting them apart.
LJ took out Monkey Moon there, though, just when it seemed Team Vitality would be able to get the next attack. Team Vitality now going to have to do some defending. Ultimates have all the pressure. Hold the cards right now, despite conceding the most recent goal. First Killer gets the flip reset, wants to follow it up into an edgeable bump, but Monkey Moon won't let him. LJ has Exotic in front of him. Exotic goes to the ceiling, just making sure LJ can't do anything too fancy there. And his Zen to help him out. Could be a slightly hairy moment for Team Vitality, depending on what side of bed Monkey Moon got out of this morning. Will he be overcommitting here? There's two teammates stuck in the air. Not this time. Monkey Moon backflips. Monkey Moon gets the next touch. Exotic thought he was in, but there was a key touch there from Team Vitality. And now the Ultimates can come straight back. Is Monkey Moon back in time? Yes, he is, but that's a poor touch!
Oh, no!
A shocker from Monkey Moon! LJ says thank you very much!
An absolute shocker! I thought he was back with more than enough time. Tries to send it back, and LJ has read it perfectly. Monkey Moon should have taken it on his nose and then sent it the other side entirely. Yes, it goes back across your box, but there was no one there. LJ reads he's going to backflip it towards him, and the Ultimates, what excellent positioning. They lead with a minute left.
Exotic down the other side. Monkey Moon tries to atone instantly. It's going to roll all the way up. LJ's going to follow it all the way. He's going to get past Zen as well. Exotic can't get it either. The Ultimate's playing keep ball right now. Monkey Moon facing his own net, has all the boost. Control of that one. It's not going to be enough right now for Team Vitality. They need more than decent saves. They need Zen. They need this man. They need this flip reset to land. Instead, it was the air dribble, and he was bumped away.
30 seconds, and Ultimates are going to be getting themselves into that match point territory. Chronic had no boost. He has to take it low. Zen dives in quite late, to be honest, to get that first killer challenge. LJ up, has to try and attack the ball here. Not a man like he's been doing previously. Zen with a touch back, and this only benefits Ultimates. They now have ball control, and they've got a lot of time to burn.
We've seen so far in this series that when they have a little lead, they're good at dealing with it. But Team Vitality are able to get the ball away for now. First Killer puts them back in their corner. Zen has all the time in the world to do something with this one. Doesn't have a full tank of boost, but he's near to it. Monkey Moon has to get the catch. He can't do it. The Ultimates with 3 in a row.
Vitality took their timeout. They did not receive the buff. And the Ultimates have had a generational turnaround. They need one more game, and they will take down number 2 in Europe. They will deliver Vitality their first loss this major. and they will head into our semi-finals. Could this be the time of First Killer?
If the Ultimates can keep playing Rocket League like this, it very well could be. Their playstyle is not based on powerhouse mechanics. It is based on dealing with the opposition's threats. And when they're going forward, the ruthlessness is there. Look at the gamble from LJ against Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon, who was trying to flick it, to flap it over the top of LJ, didn't quite connect. And that little slice of imperfection was enough for the Ultimates to punish him, punish Team Vitality, and give themselves a pair of match points.
Vitality taking all of their time here before we head over to Neo Tokyo. There's memories here between First Killer and Exotic. First Killer will want to forget them, and Exotic is going to want to remind him of them. 5 minutes, Ultimates could win it here.
LJ has a chance straight away from the kickoff, but Zen was seeing that LJ could get the early flick. So instead, tears him down as soon as he possibly can. Zen stares down LJ. Monkey Moon has the ball, wants to put it out wide. And I see what the crowd think about that one.
Just a little, all right, everyone. All right, this happens. We're playing a video game, chill out.
Referee's just doing his job, guys.
Chill out, guys, come on, give us a break.
This is gonna make things tougher, I think, I'm trying to think who would be more frustrated by this. Team Vitality, who are thinking, let's get on with it. Or Ultimates, who are thinking, we've got the momentum.
I think Ultimates, because now they get to stew. They get to stew in this a little bit and think, all right, we're doing well. We need one more against Vitality. We just need to make sure that we can get another one here. And Vitality are thinking, oh my gosh, we have a little bit more time. I did see that First Killer was waiting on the goal line. He wasn't moving, so I believe it was an error over on the Ultimate side. Can confirm we're going to be restarting from the full 5 minutes. So everybody, just quickly pretend as if that first 14 seconds didn't happen. That all good? Cheers, guys. Appreciate it.
So we'll go again. And I would say the Ultimate seems to be taking it in their stride. Chronic is looking pretty comfortable out there on that stage right now. The nerves back on the Team Vitality side. A reminder, this is in the upper bracket, the upper rounds. So neither team is going out here, but you certainly want to take that shortcut into the top 4 if you can take it. You do not want to have to go through the peril of winning one more series to avoid finishing, for these teams, the dreaded 5th, 6th.
And we've seen a few times, Cole. Were you saying that LJ's best finish so far has been 5th, 6th?
5th to 8th.
5th to 8th. So he's already matched it.
Quarterfinals. He's already beaten that, with a top 6 finish.
Cool. So he's already beaten that. But you absolutely know that these players, they want to make sure that they don't just be like, okay, yeah, we'll stick where we are. You know that First Killer's not looking at second and then getting, yeah, that was pretty comfy, actually. I quite enjoyed that.
Not at all.
They're seeing the chance to make history, to take down Vitality, to, quite frankly, if you're a North American, to knock Europe down a peg. Just knock them down just a little bit and think, this isn't your land, by the way. A lot of people are predicting an EU team, whether it's Vitality, Karmine Corp, whatever it is. And if North America's number 2 can come through and smash Vitality out of the way, then you are absolutely going to take it.
Especially with NRG to face Karmine Corp later on as well. What a day this could be for North America. What a day that the Ultimates are just beginning to believe they are teeing up. You can see those 3 marks next to their stand. And what a turnaround it has been. They are dealing with the threat of Team Vitality repeatedly. The last 14 seconds never happened. This is real yet again. Exotic wins the kickoff, wants to follow it up against First Killer, nearly. Wow, straight from the restart, Vitality take the lead.
I mean, it's going to be, well, not the lead. They get just an idea of, going towards the opposition's net, which I think, to be fair, they'll take at this point, just actually making through into the orange half of the pitch. Then it's going to be up. Does get 1 touchdown. It makes it very awkward for Monkey Moon. Just get the double save.
Oh, he's got enough.
And a long shot from Zen is going to be dead on target.
It's old school from Zen. But look at the power he generates. Almost no run-up. That is the exact point of his Fennec. Maximizing its hitbox. And the exact start that Team Vitality would have dreamed of. It didn't quite go to plan after their tactical timeout. But nothing is over just yet. First Killer to the ceiling. Gets that one to the backboard almost. Zen is there. Gets the pinch as well. It's only going to go as far as Chronic, who gets the clean touch. We're able to get the redirect from the corner, but certainly was enough to get his team on the go. Chronic's up again for it.
Oh, my word!
And it goes all the way in.
Oh, I thought I was going backboard. Chronic, the read from the screamer of First Killer, smashes it into the ceiling. Oh, then gets another gentle touch. Chronic has had a bit of a back-and-forth series here. That is a clear highlight. The ultimates bring it level.
Yeah, another stunner there for Chronic. It was his goal that got them back into this one, that gave them the magic that they needed. And it's his one now that might have just pushed Team Vitality straight back down. LJ tries to double up his Chronic again. He knocks it downwards. LJ can't quite get the angle.
We've seen the demos again from the ultimates, making Vitality completely uneasy. No one's happy with where they're ending up, especially when they go back towards their own corner after an ultimates player has plowed through them. Monkey Moon, the first man to that ball, instead leaves it. Zen's going to catch it, carry the other side. No reset, instead goes for the bump, one to the backboard, another bump coming through. Bottom corner, first killer's there.
Yeah, great read from First Killer, knew where that shot was going. Now he's on the other side. Tees up First Killer. Nearly exotic. Got the faintest touch now is Zen. Up against Chronic. Chronic does more solid defending. Honestly, he's been fantastic. Monkey Moon races First Killer. First Killer wins. The ultimates are winning all these races, or at the very least getting 50-50s. Very rarely is it clean Vitality touches. That was one, but First Killer backed up his mate.
Every single play so far for the ultimates, it's so opposite of what we saw in games 1 and 2, where there was one player to defend. Now we're seeing at least two every single time. It's a stunning turnaround from them. First Killer makes everyone feel a little bit awkward towards the back. And the pressure for the ultimates really starts to build. One down central, LJ's there, opposite corner, saved by Monkey Moon.
Yeah, that was tough for Monkey Moon. He could only get it as far as First Killer. LJ from the backboard! Unleashes the dish!
The bump coming through from First Killer, ignores the ball entirely, gets rid of Zen.
See ya.
And LJ's got a free one. The lead established again for the ultimates.
Again, Team Vitality left shaking their heads. But there's no takesies, backsies from that one. Monkey Moon over LJ. Needs to get a decent dunk on First Killer. He does. Zen, can he pile drive this one down? Not quite enough. Just take out LJ on his way out. Exotic loses the 50-50 once more, but Zen knocks it straight back to Monkey Moon. Chronic, the pace from him. He is reading everything Vitality are chucking at them. LJ's getting the mechanics out. Not quite enough.
Chronic's speed has been sublime. Like the way that he's getting to every single ball so frequently. Again, that one, he reads it. He's not first to it, but he covers every angle. He can boost wherever he needs to. One gone. Chronic now on the backboard, challenged by Zen. Zen gets bumped away. Then Monkey Moon now takes the shot in place of him. 2 minutes stand between the ultimates and a semi-finals.
Monkey Moon's going to get 100 boosts. Does he go or does he stay? He opts to stay. He's trying to stare down LJ, allow his teammates in. That one goes over the top of First Killer. Monkey Moon has broken through the defenses. Can he get the flick towards his teammate? Nearly. The demo will make it reach its mark. Exotic is there. Zen trying to clear the path yet again. Exotic wants to go top corner. LJ won't let him. Exotic just ran out of boost, but Monkey Moon in the end gets another chance. Does he know? Another demo, and here comes LJ. LJ's going to finish it.
Monkey Moon back just in time. Manages to keep it away. In the ultimates, they survive a brief onslaught.
Exotic needs to clear this one. He doesn't connect. Team Vitality can't afford too many more misses. Monkey Moon with a flick. It's nearly there. Blocked by First Killer. LJ waiting. Zen closes him down. That one's on the backboard. It's going to be shot by Exotic, but it's saved.
The demo again towards the goal line. The physicality building with every second. A double demo. But where's this ball? It's still in favor of the ultimates.
Zen can't get that ball. Exotic passes it back to Monkey Moon. Team Vitality can barely survive on the pitch right now. Can they survive in the tournament?
Final 60 seconds, a long shot near target. First Killer taps his sidewall, does keep it away. He's all boost to do so, however. Awkwardness on the backboard, but Chronic with enough boost does take it round the side of two of them. Zen, back corner, pinches high. It's Monkey Moon on, but LJ's there first.
Exotic nips in between LJ. No, he doesn't, and Chronic. It's LJ that wins it. Zen tries to use his bag of tricks to get Team Vitality back in it. The bump's not connecting either. Exotic's got no boost. Desperation right now from Team Vitality, and that timer is disappearing before their eyes.
It's Zen, right-hand side, needs some magic, attempts to summon the spirit of Cox here. Isn't able to get anything from it though. Exotic sending long, final 20. Zen, can he bump? No, First Killer.
Exotic, one more chance maybe for Team Vitality. First Killer doesn't let them have it. This could be the series. That's the moment for the ultimates. Barring a massive collapse, they're going to take this one, and they're going to enter the semi-finals in the upper bracket.
You see the cameras on the side of the ultimates. Compare them to Vitality, who thought after games 1 and 2, they surely had this one in the bag. The Battle of Titans. Second place in their region.
No way you're kidding.
But
no way.
What have we seen more than anything else this major? Kickoff goals have been the life givers for certain teams. 11 seconds remain.
In the current meta, it seems like plenty. Team Vitality gonna open something up. The Ultimates let them get the pot shot. Nerves of steel right there, but Zen has 100. Zen needs to sink this. He keeps it locked. It's going to go for the first killer. Knocks it sideways. Monkey Moon up against first killer. They keep it up again. Exotic sets it high. Zen goes for the fence.
Single dirty trick in the book. And they give us overtime. The Ultimates had to survive. They weren't quite able to. Now, during round one, it's going to be Zen now. Sees the open net. The final defender does manage to keep it away. Blocked towards the right-hand side. Monkey Moon attempts to keep it central. The complete push is on favor of Vitality here. The first killer wants to keep history on his side.
Oh,
it's going to be the Ultimate! They complete the disrespectful tour over Europe, and they send Vitality down to the losers bracket.
Chronic, LJ and First Killer, the new kings of composure. How do you rally back from 2 goals conceded in 11 seconds to smash in the overtime winner off the bar? The Ultimates, North America's latest hope, swung into the semi-finals. And the fist bumps ring out. Team Vitality is still in the tournament, but that's going to knock them down a peg or 12.
First killer, 30 points shy of a 1,000-point game. A very short overtime. I'm willing to give him it. If you look towards games 1 and 2, it was their Vitality smoke show. We were thinking, Ultimates here, they may well get perfect swept. And yet here we are, 5 games later. Ends in game 6 overtime, and it's the Ultimates to send Vitality to the lowers. They will be playing against Furia tomorrow. And we're still going to be seeing who is going to be playing against the Ultimates a little bit later on in the semis on Champ Sunday.
Just as we've been blown away by the 1v1 here in the RLCS, 3v3 reminds us of the magic that it also possesses. At this moment, it was seeming that Ultimates was going to make it all the way. Look at this comeback, though, Stumpy.
It was 11 seconds. It was so close, and yet the mentality of Ultimates to keep it going. I can't believe that. We have got Vrasti on the stage to try and dissect the genius that is inside LJ's brain.
What an astounding performance, but we have to dive into the timeout turning point. What on earth was going on?
I mean, we got the best coach in the world, so he's just telling us what to do. We did adjusted really well. We had a good game plan. We just didn't come out strong. He kind of just told us what to do again, reinforced what our game plan was, and it worked pretty well.
You got to tell me, what was the game plan? What did he tell you guys exactly? What did you change?
Play like ourselves. I mean, if we play our game, we're the best team in the world, so I think we just did that.
You guys were absolutely ruthless. Demos left, right, and center as well, showing Vitality no respect. Both teams number 2 in their respective regions, but what made you boys the better team and the better region today?
I mean, we're NA, better region.
Well, I don't think Birmingham liked that very much, LJ. For you individually, what was it that you felt that you contributed to the team to give us the result that we have today?
I mean, I think I had a lot of demos set up my 2 great teammates. I think set up a lot of space, and they showed why. They're great.
Well, even in that tech timeout that we had, you boys were in incredible spirits. What was going on behind the scenes? Because I saw laughs all around.
I mean, we're just great friends, had great chemistry, synergy. I mean, we're just vibing.
Just vibing. I love that from you. I love it from the Ultimates. Birmingham, do we love it from them? You might have offended them with that NA on top comment, but what did my desk have to say about that?